Good morning. Happy Easter. Today is April 4th, and I want to do a midweek budget check in. So, this month is really packed for me, and it has a lot of things going on personally for me because it is my birthday month, and I like to spoil myself. So, I wanted to start off on the first. I had two bills that were coming out, and one was BarkBox, which is $27 and some change, and then the other was my cell phone bills. So I paid those. Um, I did go on vacation from Friday to Saturday, and I'm back home today, and it's Sunday. I did purchase something that I had not budgeted for, and that was some Bath and Body Works. So what I'm going to do, I thought I had my red pen in here, and I don't. I'm gonna use this even though it's not a pen, but I'm going to mark a red dot here, and that's just going to signify that I purchased something that was not budgeted. So um yeah, let's get into the rest of the week now. So today is the 4th. Tomorrow I start a new class, so I'm not sure like what's going to go on with that. Hopefully this class isn't too difficult. I am going to go online tonight and see if I can see any of my upcoming assignments, and then I'm supposed to be getting paid from my unemployment on the 7th. However, I cannot file because the system is down, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to go in and receive anything on the 7th. So I'm going to try and budget and see how much money I need. Well, look at my budget that I have for this week, and then see how much I'm going to need for next week so that I can go into my savings account and get it, since I've already budgeted for the entire month. But I do budget for the month and each week because of unemployment. So we're gonna move this, and we're gonna go here first. So I rewrote my budget out. I am one of those people, when I budget to the nearest tenth versus like the nearest dollar. So if something, I know, for instance, my cell phone bill is $192 and some change each month, I don't budget for $193 or $195. I will budget for $200. So that's just what I do. But I did change it for this particular reason, because now it's like it's nice to have to over budget that much, so that at the end of the month you're like, ooh, I have an extra $15-20, but I don't know what's going on with my next week's unemployment. So I just went ahead and budgeted to, I guess, the nearest 5 for most of them. So this is my month. I have a cell phone, the cell phone bills, I have 5 cell phones, and the budget is $195. However, it was $192.24 this month. My credit card debt, I have a $343.48 credit card bill for Amazon. I already agreed to pay that on the 14th. So whether I get my unemployment check or not, on the 14th is coming out. From there, we move on to groceries. I only allot myself $50 for groceries because I really don't go to the grocery store, and I live at home. I'm trying to save to move. I don't go to the grocery store really. Right now I don't, and I get free groceries. So I only allot myself $50 just in case. Excuse me. Gas is $50 because I really don't drive anywhere. I am unemployed, hence why I'm getting collecting unemployment. However, I'm also an online student in accelerated classes, so 90% of my day I am laying or sitting and I'm doing homework. So I don't really eat a lot. I mean, and when I do eat, I eat junk food. So I don't know. Anyway, moving over there, I have a dog. He has dog insurance. His dog insurance is $9. I hate putting $9 because I don't like budgeting for odd numbers. So I put $10. Um, and if you see that storage is 115. It's actually like 114 and some change, but I budgeted 115. I was also for that budgeting 120. I really don't like rounding to the nearest 5 or the nearest 1. I like rounding to the nearest 10. But again, neither here nor there. I'm just showing you. So that's part of the reason why I'm definitely not putting a 9 here. Pet needs is a new. I just put it in there. I have a new pet. So yeah, I'm gonna need some things, I'm sure, throughout the later in the month. As of now, I don't, but just later in the month for my new pets and for my dog. So I just went ahead and threw that in there just to be on the safe side, so that I'll know that I had it budgeted. Storage, again, I already said is 115, and that just houses my furniture that I purchased and some boxes that I've already packed up for my move. Then I move down to personal spending. I get $50 a week, and this week you'll see what I spent my budget on, my personal money on. PayPal, I'm giving PayPal an extra $100 after debt debit. I'm sorry, credit debt, and that's because I pay credit card debt, which is paying on my outstanding bill for PayPal and my outstanding bill for Amazon. They're not really outstanding. They're not even late, but I just call it outstanding because it's like something I have to pay off, pretty much. So I pay those, but I do a separate payment for PayPal each month, and that's because my bark box for my dog, his bark box comes out, my iTunes and Apple Pay comes out of there. Any of my subscriptions that I might have comes out of there, and any of the things that I might buy online, 90% of what I purchase online, I pay for with my PayPal account, even if I have the money in my bank. So I do send PayPal. I PayPal twice, if not 4 times a month. So next is my birthday, because it's my birthday, B. It's my birthday. I budget $200. I did budget for 100 this week and 100 next week, because again, I knew it was going to be a heavy month because I had different events and activities I was doing this month. So yeah, but I did have to cut my expenses down tremendously because I'm trying to save. Next, I have gifts, because one of my old students, her birthday is also this month. Her birthday is the week after mine, and then her mom's birthday is the day after hers. So I did want to purchase them some gifts, and then whatever I have remaining, I have a friend who bought a house, and her housewarming, she's having a virtual housewarming in August, and the things that she has on her gift registry are pretty expensive. So I'm just going to be saving up until August for her. So every month, whatever's left from my gift budget, I'll be putting aside for that, and then I will budget something specifically for her in the month of August so that I can get her something nice. Next is Reptile Expo, and that is the expo I went to, I budgeted $300, and that was just because I budgeted $300 for the entire trip. I thought that I would be going to like the mall or something. We did go shopping at the Target, but yeah. So let's get into the week one. Week one, like I said, I took $300 for the Reptile Expo. That was in cash. My cell phone bill was paid from my card. My birthday money is in cash. It's actually over there, so I'm gonna get my nails done this week. Personal spending, I spent $25. And then actually, I think I spent more than $25, but it's okay. I have $25 left for my personal. Then my aquarium, I spent about $40 for everything. And then gas is $40. I budgeted for $40. I did not pay the gas money. I did not pay for gas yet, so that's why it's still not highlighted. And then I worked my budget for next week so that I can figure out how much money I'm going to need just in case my unemployment doesn't come through and I need to go to my savings account. So next week I'm going to just take $500 out of my savings and have it to pay these expenses, and then we'll talk about how that works out next week. So I forgot the dang on code. Okay. Okay. So this is my week so far. So the first of the month, I did go to the PetSmart and spend with the $40, and I spent $37 there. I also bought food that day. The first was on a Thursday, so I ran some errands that morning. I grabbed some lunch because I hadn't eaten. Then my parents had called me and asked me to bring them some lunch, so I picked them up some food as well. Then I went back out later that night and purchased something for dinner. And the reason that I purchased food twice that day is because I was doing homework, because I knew that I was going on a trip the next day and I needed to get all of my homework done. So I literally was in my room for hours doing homework, and I did not have time to cook or prep or do any of those things. So I shouldn't have to. I'm not justifying it, but I'm just saying, just in case somebody looking like, dang, she spent all that money on food, she ain't cook anything all day. That's why. Okay, judge yourself. Okay, don't judge me. So that was what I used out of my personal money. I bought food. Then I had a BarkBox subscription. Again, my BarkBox is paid through my PayPal. My brother had sent me some money, and he sent me some money through PayPal for something he was paying me for, and the PayPal used that money. I left it in there and used that money for the BarkBox. So technically, I saved me $27 this month because I didn't have to pay for that BarkBox. Now, next was my trip. That was on Friday and Saturday. I asked my brother for his money on his cell phone bill, and he actually gave it to me. I didn't expect it or budget for it, but I got that extra $60. So yes, I'm coming up this month. Okay, you see what's going on. I'm coming up. Okay, so I paid the cell phone bill. That came out, and that was $192.24. Then the trip, budgeted $300. Let's see what we spent. I took $100 that I had in cash. My mama gave me another $200, so I backtracked that to her while I was on my trip. This is how I paid my mother back. So I had $100. Then my brother gave me $60. I took my budgeted spending money out, and I took my brother's $60 out because that wasn't part of the trip. So I put that away and put that to the side, and I didn't look at that at all. Then I only had $100. I had $100 that was in cash. I was supposed to go to the bank before the vacation and get $300 out. I didn't go to the bank, so I took $100 I had in cash that wasn't allotted for the trip, but whatever. And then my mother sent me 200. I gave her the $200 from the bank, but in the meantime, my ex had given me $40, so I technically only sent her like 160, and then I had, it was some other money some kind of way that got mixed up in there, so it was like, I don't know, let's just say I still have more money than I had budgeted for. And this is why my budget life is so chaotic, because my life is my budget life is so chaotic. So we went to, my ex sent me the $40 because we went to Target and we spent $77. I paid for it out of my trip money, and then he just cashed out me the money back, half the money back. Well, more than half the money back. I had already paid for the room. That was a funny thing too, because my brother had I went out to the store with my mother. My brother asked me to purchase him something, so I paid for it, and he was supposed to give me the money back. He didn't give me the money back, and then we were supposed to book the hotel. He booked the hotel, so what I did was I gave him the remaining $20, or well, I gave him an extra $20 on the hotel, even though, come to find out, hotel wasn't even as much as we thought it was. But you know what? I budgeted for it. I paid him. I gave him that money. Whatever. It's cool. So, paid for the room 2 weeks ago. And then while I was at the expo, I wasn't expecting to really get anything. I wanted to get something, but I was nervous about purchasing something because I am moving and I didn't want to have to like pick everything up. Like I don't really know how to move with a reptile and with fish and all that. Like I feel like that's something weird to do. Most people sell those things off before they move, but I want to keep my pets. So I didn't want to buy something that I knew was going to be very stressful to me, I guess, to move. So I did get a gecko because I did want one, and I got a baby. So he's I'm leaving him alone for a few days. I'm going to start like going in, picking him up and stuff like that, but he's very, very skittish right now. And the good thing about having him is he is a pet that I can easily transport. I have a dog, I can easily transport him. I do have a fish tank. I don't know how easy that's gonna be to transport, but I still have my small fish tank. I didn't put together my large fish tank yet, but I am supposed to be getting an ocelotto and some porcupines. So yeah, don't judge me, judge your friend, judge yourself if you want to sit there and talk about me being a crazy pet lady. But I don't have kids, so I don't have kids, and I'm at home all day, so I need something to do, and dealing with pets occupies me. Okay, keeps me out of trouble. Anyway, I just went off to say that for whatever reason, but it doesn't matter. It is what it is. So we I purchased my gecko. I purchased his habitat, but he doesn't have everything he needs in it. So I did end up spending majority of that $300, which is weird because when I went to the expo last time, I literally spent $35 for the whole trip. And we were there for the same amount of time. We went to the same place. Did I spend 35? Or yeah, I spent 35 because I purchased 3 things while I was there, and none of them were reptiles. So also entry fee to get in is $8 a person. I paid for me and my ex-boyfriend to get in. He actually paid for the entry fee for last month when we went, so I just paid this time. Then, so that was everything. I think I have $35 left from my vacation, and I'm going to use that $35 to purchase the rest of my reptiles needs in his tank, my gecko's needs. Then today, Bath and Body Works is having a sale on toiletries for $5.50. So I ordered some toiletries, and yeah, I didn't need it. I hadn't budgeted for it, but I did it. So I have that $54, and I'm just gonna pay it down. I put it on my PayPal, of course, and excuse me, I'm going to pay it down. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm probably gonna take it out of my. I can either take it out. I can take some of it out of personal, and then some of it out of my birthday, and some out of gifts. I'm gonna work it out, but I'm gonna make a budget where there was none. And that is how wonky my budget has been. So, yes. Thank you for watching. And enjoy your Easter.